everybody. Welcome back to the Show and Tell Show. We are back for another episode of bringing out mysteries from our collections area. We challenged Penetanguishene Centennial last week to bring something pig related out from the collection. We've had chickens for National Rotisserie Chicken Day, and it was the Pork Rind Festival last week in Ohio. So I thought something pig related would be kind of cool. What do we have, Genevieve, from Huronia Museum?
Okay, I have to preface this by saying that I always get my pig, my ham, whatever, nicely butchered and packaged. So I learned an awful lot this week. So what I have brought in are 2 bell or candlestick hog scrapers. So these are used, and they are still used today. You can look them up. You'll find lots of videos on how to butcher a pig. So once your pig's been killed and the blood has been drained, what you do is then you have to scald your pig. There's a couple of ways to do that. Lots of interesting videos online on scalding your pig in this great big hog scalder. It's a massive pot that's full of boiling water. So you hang your pig by his back legs from this kind of coat hanger like contraction called a gambrel. You've got him suspended from the front end loader or your tractor, a winch on a tractor. And then you dip him into the scalding water, swish him around for a couple of minutes, and then pull him out, and the hair should be ready to come off. So these things are kind of like razors, like straight or safety razors. And so then you just rub them along the pig and remove all those really tough bristles. And now, honey, that will ensure that you don't have hairy pork rinds. So there you go. I don't know how old these are, but they have not changed shape at all. They're the exact same things that you can buy online from various Amazon, possibly, if you're interested. So there you go. The hog scraper.
They look like cymbals.
They do. I had no idea what they were. I thought they were bells without the clappers. This really not very well designed bells and cymbals. I had no idea until I looked it up. And so there we go. I learned something. It's just like something new every day with this, Bob.
It's just like a fish scaler. Like when you scale fish.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It's very simple.
See, there's something I didn't even know we had in the collection. That's really cool. Yeah. Well, we have like so much stuff. Anyway, what have we got over at Penetanguishene?
Well, you challenged us with the pig. We managed to come up with the chicken. We've also managed to come up with the pig.
Really?
So, we have, because you could, like, when you do a pig roast, right? You can present the whole pig, right? And here's the little apple. He wouldn't hold it in his mouth, so it's just sitting to the side. But yes, I have done a couple of pig roasts myself, and yeah, they're quite delicious. So there you go. You weren't able to stump us there. So, so when we talk about the pig, if we think about our early settlers, actually the pig was introduced to North America in the latter part of the 16th century. So the early settlers would just let them roam through the woods, and they would feed on acorns and things like that. Prior to the time of them putting up fences, they would just kind of wander through the woods. And butchering, Genevieve kind of touched on that, the dipping in the hot water, whatever. It was done in the fall when the weather was colder, so that the meat would not go bad during the process, because it would take all day to do a big hog, once you cut your hams off and your bacon and all those other parts. But nothing would be wasted, because you could pickle the feet. You can also roast the tail, dry the ears, make head cheese by boiling the head. And people are turned off by that, but it's really just the meat coming off the head, and it's set in like a gelatin. We can buy it in the stores today. It's just a lunch meat, right? So
Schneider still makes it.
Yeah, yeah.
They do. You can still get it from Schneider's. It's more common to find it, I find, in the country kind of grocery stores. They order it still.
Right. Because it's not cheese by any means.
No.
It's a lunch meat. No, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because there wasn't any refrigeration, of course, you could smoke it, you could pickle it, you could do all those things with it. And you could also make sausages. And so what we have for our artifact today is this meat grinder made by the Alexander Verk company, and it was established in 1885. And if we look down inside the funnel where you would feed in the raw meat, there's a swirly thing in there that would push the meat forward, and it would come out this end as ground meat. So the Alexander Verk company did claim that their machinery was pretty much indestructible. However, ours is missing a handle, so they might have exaggerated their claim a little bit. I'm assuming the handle at some time broke. So anyway, so yeah, it would come out this end, and you would use the intestines. You would wash them very thoroughly, of course. And you could use the intestines of the pig to make your sausage out of. And I think for the most part nowadays, we have artificial casings. So this is our artifact for the pig day. And you know what I have for you, Nahani, because I had to have something for you because you set up this challenge. I have a recipe to make your own pork rinds.
Wow.
So
I need to do that.
I will send it to you.
I'm looking forward to it, and I shall bring a sample back to you should I ever attempt the pork. I do like to cook and try new things, so it's not beyond me.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you only need a couple of things. You need the skin with a thick layer of fat.
Yeah.
You cut it into bite-sized pieces. Spray them with olive oil and kosher salt and bake them. And there you've got. You can save money. You don't have to buy your pork rinds.
Or go to Ohio for their festival.
True. There you go.
What's our challenge next week? What have you got for us?
So our challenge next week is because next week is National Indigenous Peoples Day. So we thought we should bring out an artifact from our collection that, you know, is hopefully pre-contact if we have anything, because, you know, to honor Indigenous Peoples Day.
I think we have that one covered at Huronia Museum.
Yeah, I thought it was throwing you a pretty easy one, but I just thought because of the week that it's going to be, I didn't want to ignore the week. So yeah, bring out, you know, live up to the name of your museum and bring us with your best artifact.
Oh, I think we can do
don't
that.
get too comfortable. Yeah, don't get too comfortable because we've got a doozy coming up for you soon.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Because I have been planning another challenge, and I hope I don't forget what it is by the time it's our turn again.
Well, we've got a good one for you in the near future.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody, again. It's always awesome seeing you and having you join us. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.